All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. We are the Nat 30s, and this is a continuation of Wicked Independent Prestige Incorporated as DM'd by Cuba over there. That way. This time. We are what are we doing? This is this I don't even know anymore because I haven't been counting. I think maybe the fourth session of this adventure.
I think it is.
For those who are new and those who are returning, we have our monthly giveaway that you can enter as many times as you would like using your channel points. So be sure to check that out. You're going to see it popping above Cuba's head as we play. So you'll get to see Big Tony T, which is our giveaway item this month. 3D printed by Fusion Forge 3D Printing, and then hand painted by a friend of theirs. Beautiful job. 3.5 inches by 3.5 inches tall and wide. And then whoever wins that obviously gets some Nat 30 swag as well, like stickers and things like that. Check out our merch and our link tree. We have t-shirts, we've got stickers, we've got all kinds of fun stuff.
There is a
And
sale on the T Public starting tomorrow. Tomorrow to Saturday. 35% off.
there we
Get your
go.
stuff.
And what else? We are streaming. We had a successful stream on Sunday with our Bums of Greenest campaign. We learned some things, and next Sunday, or this coming Sunday, we will stream again, and then I think we've got one more. And then we're going to take a break, and then we'll come back and try to stream out of the studio finally. We'll see. But in the meantime, you can check us out here on Sundays at 4 p.m. Eastern. I also have some things that are going to be going out for patrons. We do have a Patreon, some poll questions and things for you to help me build out the world now that we are getting back into the flow of the Bums of Greenest. So be on the lookout for that, everybody who is a patron. And the Midnight World which we had last night, part 2 of Midnight in Millston, will be up tomorrow on our YouTube, available to the public, and everybody will be able to check out that horror TTRPG developed by our friend Gavin, or Comrade Papa Bear, and his friends at Gem and I RPG. So, all that said, is there anything else? Oh, I gotta start our returning sponsors. BD&D. We are doing a giveaway, as we do every time we play a D&D session. So that ends up being 2 times a week. I'm going to open up the giveaway. You can get socks, you can get t-shirts. They've been really great, and you can check out their store. So that is open, and DM, floor is yours.
All right. We are playing Death by Goblins. Our adventurers, for anybody new to this particular campaign, were just returning from a successful other campaign where they saved a tribe of orcs and a whole town of humans, only to fall into a trap and be teleported to a horrible goblin lair, the lair of the glorious Death Tribe. Although I don't think I've said that before. Now maybe I shouldn't have said that, but now you know what the name of this tribe is called. Anyways, upon their arrival in their new captive area, Gary is missing. He is no longer with the group. He did not come through the teleportation portal that they did. They do not know where he is. There is no trace of him. They managed to get out of the net room and battle their way through the killing floor to a larger chamber where they once again battled some more goblins and ran into the southern chamber, which is a like a large subterranean goblin garden, uh, to be lured into a trap by a goblin Booyaga caster, is what they call their magic casters, and a fight ensued. One idiot goblin set several of his companions to sleep. You managed to cut through a good amount of these goblins, only for another patrol to be called to your location, and that's where we are right now. And at the top of the round, Uma, it is you.
Okay. So let's see here. Uma is going to 5, 15, 20, 25. All right. She is going to run across to here, and then using her crossbow, I'm pretty sure I get 2 attacks regardless of what I have. I'm just gonna double check that. I'm pretty sure it says I get 2 attacks. Extra attack. I can attack twice instead of once. Okay, whenever I take an attack. So she's gonna shoot 2. Actually, real quick, do these ones that were just called, do they appear to be like the same level of weakness as the 2 that are sleeping currently?
Varo did just punch one of them to death.
Yeah, Varo did just punch one in the face to death with a single punch. The one next to it, he's not very armored up, and he's not looking at you very fiercely. Like, he looks like he's just kind of been pressed into fighting. The ones further down, those ones look like they're fighters. They have better armor on and more weapons.
Oh, I didn't even see those. Okay, so all right, I didn't realize those were there. So instead, she is going to turn around and 5, 6. She's going to shoot this one with her crossbow once to start. That is an 8, so nope.
Yeah. Yep. It just tucks out of the way of the bow of the arrow.
All right, she's gonna do it again then. That is a natural 20.
Hey!
So I'm pretty sure also when I roll a critical hit, I get to roll another die an additional time and add it to my extra damage. So anyway, gonna roll this. So that is 3 times 2 is 6. And then I'm gonna roll it again. And that is another 6. So 12 points of... Yeah, 12 points of piercing damage from the crossbow bolt.
All right. Yep. So that. It's laughing at you because you missed the first time, and it's too busy laughing to see the second bolt coming and just right through its chest, and it just goes. And it looks to the one next to it and says something in Goblin, and the one next to it, as the one that you just hit with the arrow.
Would Varo be able to hear them? Because he took that language elixir. He can understand all languages for the next hour.
Yeah. I think they're kind of further away. Actually, no, because I would say they're pretty far, and it's like a dying breath type thing. So if you were a little closer, you could understand what he said. But like, he's like, so he turns to it, he goes in Goblin, and this and the. Oop, Liz, do you keep pausing the game?
No, I keep unpausing it, and you keep pausing it.
Oh, okay. I'm like, it keeps coming up pause, and I hit it. All right, I'm unpausing.
No, stop. It shows a game pause. Does it show game pause for you guys?
Yep.
Okay, don't touch
Oh.
it again.
Okay, so that's weird because it's being the opposite for me. It's showing me that the game is paused, but it's showing you guys that it's not. So when I unpause it, it's showing paused for you, but okay.
It's
Whatever.
not paused right now. It
It's
is
not
unpaused.
paused right now.
Yep.
It is play. Play has been hit.
All right, so the it says something as it's falling to the ground to the one next to it, and the one next to it takes out a dagger and throws it at you, Uma. And
Wait, I wasn't done with my
Dare
turn.
you
Is that a
attack
reaction?
Uma.
it's a reaction. So it's a 11, which I'm assuming misses.
Yeah, that doesn't hit.
Okay, yep. All right, go ahead, continue your turn.
All right,
It
5.
just sits there and it goes, yeah.
All right, so I didn't realize they were down there at first, so she runs across and then sees them last minute and turns. And is gonna kind of yell out over her shoulder, like, just knock the small ones out and focus on these big guys. And that's gonna be it.
All right. I mean, they're not overly big, but
Well, they have armor on, right? Bulky.
yeah, I think these ones, they like the ones you have might have like crappy looking homemade leather armor. These other ones have like better looking equipment. They're higher in the hierarchy here. All right, so it is this goblin's turn. So he actually climbs about, let's see, he's right next to this wall. He climbs it 20 feet up on the wall and then moves 10 feet along the wall there.
Quick question:
That's
Are
all.
these walls to the ceiling?
Yes.
Okay.
And the ceiling is 30 feet up. With is it stalactites or stalagmites that hang down? Whichever ones hang down, like this is a cave, so it's a jagged rocky wall, and then on the ceiling it is I'm just gonna say stalactites, but they hang down and they're like all over the place. So like this one didn't go all the way up to the ceiling, so if he does make it up to the ceiling, he can actually hide behind them, and it'll be hard for you to find him.
Okay.
All right. So that is his turn. Let's see. This guy is all right. This one here is just saw his friend get punched through the face and is not particularly pleased with the situation that he's in. He just swings out at Varo with a 9 to a miss, and he disengages as a bonus action, and he is going to run off this way. Alright, 10, 20, oh, can only make it that far. Alright. That is his action. Elar, you're up.
Oh, I know on the map I can see like these guys down here. Can Elar actually see that?
Yeah.
Trying to see how far away it is.
Yeah, and they're what, 50,
About 60 feet.
away.
Oh, 60 feet. Oh, yeah, somebody did. Okay.
Oops. Oh,
Sorry, I don't know what I did there. I'm so bad with these things. I still haven't learned the controls. Sorry, guys. Oh, perfect. 60 feet. It's perfect. Okay. I'm about to die. I'm gonna send 2 shots to that guy I just measured to. It's 60 feet away.
The one on the ground or the one on the wall?
That guy.
Okay.
16 hit?
16 hits.
Yeah.
Kill him.
5. I can
Alright.
get 17 hits.
All right.
Samila.
3. So 8 total.
8 damage. All right. So this one's crawling on the wall, and he gets 2 good blasts, and he just goes. And where you think he would scream out in pain, from where the distance you are, because of your dark vision, you can just see his head turn, and he smiles broadly.
Elar still has his movement, so he's going to come over here behind whatever this is. What is this?
That's a 10. So you are behind cover behind that.
I am behind the tent. Because that guy smiled at me, and then I got freaked out. So I was like, why is this guy smiling at me after I just hit him? I just did that
Elar
like
would never
Homer
admit
Simpson
it,
thing
though.
where you just like sink back into the bushes, you know? That meme. That's what I just did. I went pew pew.
I mean,
Okay.
you hit him, so
yeah, I
like
hit him. But then I
presumably
just slid
it
back.
hurt. But he's just like
Slid back into the shadows. Okay, next.
All right, next, this goblin. He is sleeping, so they skip him. Next one is also sleeping, so we skip him. Now it's Varo.
Okay. Yeah, you know what? Bar's not gonna let that guy slide. He is gonna parkour over the corpse of the other god, and he's just gonna come like straight up lying knee. $17 to hit.
Yeah, yeah, hits.
7 bludgeoning damage. And if
Alright.
it's still standing, you better believe he's gonna hit it wicked hard.
He is no longer standing. He was running. He's like, and you just come up behind him with a knee and just you hit him in the back so hard that it just breaks his spine and he collapses to the ground. Anything else? Nope. Did we lose Pat?
Oh,
There it is.
I lost all you guys. You guys were all frozen and silent for me there for a second.
Those damn
Yes,
beasts.
bad beam night. 5, 10, 15. So I moved to 25 and just gonna now run back towards his friends. He's gonna kind of look over at Uma. I got the one that got away.
Did you knock him out or did you kill him?
I knocked something loose. It's like all over the place now.
Oh man. She's just squaring up with her crossbow.
All right. So it is
Elar's behind the tent.
this guy's turn, and let's see.
I feel like she wouldn't have even seen Elar go back there.
Oh, he did it so quickly. Oops, that is the wrong thing. Wrong measurement tool. Alright. So,
I just picture Elar like take his kerchief out to put it over his nose as he's walking towards the mushrooms, and just like 2-finger blast, like as he's walking to hide behind it, just like nonchalantly, just like totally like you.
All right, so this goblin,
Exactly.
it looks up at the one on the wall, and it like lets out this goblin roar. Like if it was an orc, it would be loud and terrifying, but it's a tiny little goblin, so it's like this weird little goblin war cry, which I would do, but you said the microphones cut it out, but I'm gonna do it anyways. It looks up at him, goes, and the one up there that smiled at Elar just goes in return, and it gains some fun ability. And the one here is going to run over here into the garden, a little closer to you, Uma, and it's going to throw another dagger at you.
It's little son of a bitch.
For a nat 20.
She's like not paying attention, looking back at Varo. It's like, did you knock him out? Ah!
Alright, so that's... So that rolls a 6. So what we're doing here, I always forget this formula. So we
Just
double
double
the
the dice.
dice. So 2.
2 plus 2 is 4, plus 4 is
Right.
8.
Okay. See, that's the part that always confuses me. All right, so you get 8 damage. It just it runs into the garden, and just whips this dagger at you. And yeah, you're distracted by Varo breaking something behind you, and you turn around just in time to get this dagger in your shoulder. And that is that guy's turn.
And like let the crossbow fall a little bit, like pull it out and look at it.
And this other one on the wall, let me just roll for what he got, which is that was not very helpful at all. All right, so I think this is gonna bring us back to the top of the round. Yep, you, Uma.
Okay. So Uma is going to point her crossbow at the one that smiled at when Elar hit it with the Eldritch Blast. The one climbing up the wall.
Okay.
She's gonna give a dirty look to the one that hit her with the dagger, though. All right. First attack is a 15 to hit.
Double check. Yep.
All right, and that is 3 damage. And she's gonna do it again. Damn it, it's a 6.
No, so yeah, that one sinks into the side, and again, this one, it makes no sign that it hurts. As the arrow sinks in through its leather armor, you just see it go, like, look down at the arrow, and its eyes are like wide, and it's just kind of smiling. And then yeah, your other one, you're like, you son of a bitch, and it just kind of skitters across the wall, and it goes wide on that one.
All right, and then she's gonna run forward at this one that's
Skitters.
that's right in
Skitter.
front of her,
Skitters.
like putting the crossbow back and taking her greatsword out, like anime style. And I think that's it for Uma.
All right. So
Trampling on
Now
all the mushrooms.
oh, those aren't mushrooms. All right, so now it's the one that you just shot at, and it was originally smiling at Elar, but now you got its attention. So it's actually it's clinging onto the wall, and you see it takes out this little flask, and it just kind of like smashes it on itself, and it bursts into flames. So this goblin is now on fire. it goes another 10 feet up the wall. And it just climbed up the wall. It's up on the
Pat's
ceiling,
eyebrows are still up.
on fire. The what?
Pat's eyebrows are
Oh,
still up.
I'm sorry, I don't have to like switch back and forth. So it's like, and you
Like
you
5
hear it
minutes.
now, like you see it brightly because it is this flaming goblin on the ceiling, and now you just hear its like maniacal laughter. It's like as it's starting to get closer to you, and let's see, it is now going to it dive bombs at you, Uma, from the ceiling. I need you to make a dexterity save.
All right. Dex save. Oh no,
Oh no.
that's a 3.
So this is the thing dive bombs you, and let's see, gotta roll. All right, and so you just hear this maniacal laughter from the ceiling, and you see it looking up at you, and it goes, "Here I come!" And it just lunges. It just lets go and lunges down at you, and you try to get out of the way, but it's just this flaming ball of goblin just comes, lands directly on top of you. You take 6 points of bludgeoning damage and 3 points of fire damage as you are now set on fire. And the goblin is now dead. Its smoldering body lays on the ground next to you with this like big smile on its now flaming dead eyes. And
Mog
that
Birch would be proud.
Elar, you're up.
Down in flames. Speaking of flames, so Elar is gonna step out from his little hidey spot.
Uma's like,
There's a guy down over here, so get him.
Which is
Assuming a
good.
19 hits.
19 hits.
For a whole 2 points of damage. And a natural 20, not a natural 20. A non-natural 20.
dirty
Non-natural
20.
20.
Dirty 20. For
Paranormal
9
20.
points.
9.
11
All right.
points.
All right. So yeah, Elar steps out, raises his hand, sets off 2 bursts in quick succession. This one didn't even see you, didn't see it coming. He is squared up, ready to go against Uma, and your 2 blasts just boom hit it, and it sends it flying dead to the ground.
Something.
I didn't even get that cut out for the whole time you did.
All right. Let's see. That brings us to these 2 goblins are still sleeping.
Wait, he's going back to his hidey hole. Just
Oh, okay. Elar's back to his hidey hole. All right. Yep. So that goblin's still sleeping, and this goblin's still sleeping, and Varo, it's you.
Oh, okay.
Oop, I just went back.
Kill the sleeping ones.
Varo doesn't see any other goblins, so he is going to rush down to Uma because he sees that she is on fire, and he would like to use his action to put the fire out.
All right. I believe it's what the hell is to put the fire out? It's totally blanking
I
on it. This.
I think it's just an
Go
act.
ahead.
You have to use your action, right?
I guess if he's doing it, it's his action. If you were doing it, it was something you have to roll. I think a dexterity to put it out or something like that. But if you're, yeah, I guess if you're just,
Oh, I thought you just had to use your whole action to put out the fire. Is that what it said?
You might be right. I'm looking for where it says. I can't find it at the moment. But all right, yeah, go ahead. Yeah, you can.
Varo's gonna
Yeah,
be
yeah. Actually,
like,
this says you have to. Not for Varo, but if you were trying to put out the fire, you would have to make a dexterity check to extinguish the flames.
Oh, okay.
Varo's gonna like start patting, like putting out the fire, but he's gonna be like, sorry, like,
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna have Varo roll that dex for you, since like it makes sense if you had to do to pat down. So Varo, roll a dex check. See if we can.
just
What you can roll for that.
straight dex check.
Yep. All right, so you're sitting there patting the flames, and they're not quite going out. She is still on fire.
Oh, that's my turn.
Uma, it's your turn.
Okay, I will just put out the fire.
All right, roll a dex check.
Do I take damage at the top of the round?
Oh yes,
I guess it
you
doesn't
just
matter,
took
'cause I
2
just
more
rolled a
fire
4.
damage. So, yep. So you took 2 more fire damage, and yes, you're just like like it's not going out because So this goblin, as you can see it now on you, or no, next to you, it had doused itself. It was already doused in some sort of oil. Whatever it shattered on itself to ignite it, ignited the oil on it. And since it fell on you, you now have like this smear of burning oil that has caught the fabric parts of your clothes.
All right. As a bonus action, Uma is going to, as she's trying to pad out these flames, is gonna take one of her healing potions. Whoops.
All right.
So, roll 2d4 plus 2. Fingers crossed. Not bad. 9 points of healing. And that is the, and then she's going to, like, just yelling in their direction, like, which way do we go? Which way are we gonna go next? And that's it.
All right. Elar, you gonna do anything to help her out, or are you just gonna stay and hide behind the tent?
Elar is going to come out from behind the tent and see. She's still on fire?
She's still on fire.
Okay. Elar is gonna. No. Hold on. I can't get all the way there. 5,
10, 20, 25.
I don't
No,
think I
you
can get all the way to her.
No, you can't.
Well, I mean,
You-
I could dash.
you could
but
dash,
either way,
yeah.
it doesn't really gonna matter because I can't use my action, right? 'Cause that would be my
Yeah.
action, would be the
Right.
dash.
Yep.
So it doesn't really matter. So he's just gonna get as far as he can and hold his action. Hold his Eldritch Blast in case he sees a goblin coming from like down in this area.
All right.
It's like,
Varo, it's back to you. We can't hear you. Muted.
He failed last time because he was trying to avoid certain areas from trying to pat out on Uma, but he's gonna try it again.
Okay. It's a dex.
I was like,
dex
just do what
check.
you need to do. Do what you need to do. Touch wherever you need to touch.
Oh, he
there
did
you
really
go.
did some touching there.
That's all.
He's just sitting there on her chest. Sorry. All
Breaks
right.
into bongo drumming. Sorry.
Bongo drumming. Oh, and I'm sorry, Uma, you had... No, wait, it wasn't your turn yet. So, yes. All right. Excellent. So, yes, you bongo drummed you out of the flames. You are now out of initiative. These two goblins are still over here sleeping. And the room is yours.
We need to find Gary. Let's look in some of these tents and see if he's in there.
I will, I guess, let's see. I don't remember if I described the room. The phosphorescent moss grows on the walls and provides dim light throughout the area. Large mushrooms and tents fill much of the room, providing characters with any number of hiding places. There's a bunch of tents that you've already managed. There's, and as you can see, there are some storage sheds. So, I guess we'll go around with, Uma. What would you like to do? Or go?
Uma's gonna run over to the larger tents at the northern end of the room and like pull them open and see if Gary's in any of them, and do a quick like look to see if there would be anything interesting. Although she's gonna wait to make a decision on further investigation.
So you pull open the first tent, and there's nothing in there. There's like a few like makeshift beds of hay that you can tell several goblins sleep in this single tent, and there's nothing of value in it. The tent next to it, you notice, is actually much nicer and a little bigger, and you pull open that one, and there's just a single, much nicer bed in there. How thorough of a search are you doing? Like, are you just looking in, or are you gonna, like...
If it looks like there might be something in there, then she'll go in and take a look around. But if it looks like there's nothing there, then...
You walk in, and you... Because this is a nicer tent and a nicer bed, you just kind of assume there must have been a boss goblin in here, which you totally killed, and you just have no idea because you fucking murked him.
Well, I think we saw the ones casting this. I think I saw the one casting the spell come out of that tent.
The one you initially saw was actually like standing in the garden. Was the one that was speaking
but then I think,
you.
Yeah, then I thought I saw the other one run out from that way and cast sleep on his own people.
No, they came out of the tent next to it.
I know. What I'm saying is, I thought Uma saw the one that cast sleep come out of the big tent.
Oh, right. Yes. All right. So you find in that room 2 vials of basic potion of healing.
Ooh.
2 potions of diminution. 2 potions of disguise. And 3 jars of dried red mushrooms.
Okay, so...
You find the mushrooms in a small box under the bed. The rest of the stuff is, like, there's like a little wooden shelf there.
How many potions? So two potions of healing, 2 potions of diminution.
Yep.
And what was the last one?
2 potions of disguise. And 3 jars of red mushrooms. Which, if you want to roll, let me see if it's in nature or intelligence.
Add those potions of disguise. Diminution.
Alright, so you can either roll an Arcana or a nature check while you're to examine the mushrooms.
Okay. That is going to be Arcana or nature?
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter. All right. She's going to roll a nature check.
All right.
Damn it. All right. So she's going to pick up the mushrooms, the red mushrooms. Get a 9. Nature.
So you're sitting there looking at there's 3 jars of mushrooms. So, yeah, you're like, it's got to be some sort of significance to these. I have no fucking idea. You have no idea if they're poisonous or magical. You might need someone else's help to figure that out.
Okay.
Gary, not Gary. Gary's gone. Varo, is there anything you wanted to check out in this room?
Varo's gonna check out this tent in the bottom corner here.
All right, you go check out that tent, and it's kind of like the one to the left of the one that Uma is in. It's just like another tent for like common goblins. Like there's nothing in there, just some beds and like personal items that are worthless.
And he's gonna check the door next to the tent.
All right,
He's just gonna open and look inside.
All right. Inside it is like a storeroom. So there are a bunch of barrels and things on the shelf here. If you wanted to see what's in there, we can roll and see what we can find.
He's gonna take a quick look for some supplies and whatnot.
All right, let me just bring up where that is. All right, why don't you roll me a d20? Actually, roll 2 d20s because there's a lot of stuff in here.
A 9 and a natural 1.
All right, so you found 2 sacks of mulch and 1 sack of tree bark.
Varo takes the tree bark.
I thought you were gonna say that he found a sack of potatoes, but he'd be so excited by a sack of potatoes.
It's the same sack of potatoes.
I totally thought that's what you were gonna say.
Is there a sack of potatoes on this list? Because that would be hilarious. I should add one.
Can we just retcon and say that he found a sack of potatoes?
Yeah. Yep. You found a sack of. You found 2 sacks of mulch and a sack.
You guys are not gonna believe this. We have potatoes. We have potatoes. Like, we won't starve. So
that's even better than my potions of healing I found. Great job, Varo. Make us some tater tots.
Got excited. I thought you found something good.
Have you
tater
ever
tots
had a
are
potato?
super good.
It's amazing.
I don't know what a potato is.
You can bake it. You can boil it. You can mash it. You can even slice it up. Like, you can do whatever you want with the potato in every different way. It's amazing in its own way.
Once we find Gary, Varo, you should make some potato chips and share it with Elar.
Gary.
We have to find Gary.
Off on you guys. I don't know why you're so worried about Gary. You have Elar now.
It was like,
I am Gary now.
I'm your new Gary.
Varo's just gonna kind of like walk up and look up at Elar. If my computer lets me.
That was
like,
the drunkest Elar walk.
Right?
I mean, Varo walk, my bad.
Elar, Don't take this the wrong way,
That's
but
wise,
Gary,
Varo.
Gary is the heart of this team. He is.
Right.
We
I'm sure he's
we
the heart, but I'm the
we
brain.
need him. We need him. And I mean,
He's
I
big. I guess he's good
need
for something.
Gary. He
We'll find him
protects me.
eventually.
He makes me feel safe.
For now, I shall protect you.
I was just gonna
Elar,
pat
was
Varo's
there
arm.
was there something you wanted to look at in this room at all? And what anything you wanted to do,
Yes.
explore?
This cart, this tent.
All right, that is an empty wheelbarrow, and
course it
that tent is just like the other ones. It is just got like it's smaller than the other ones, so there's a couple of but not as many beds in there. There are some purple mushrooms to the side of that cart, and if you wanted to roll a Arcana or Nature check, you are welcome to do so.
Ooh, sure. Ten.
You also have no idea the use of these mushrooms or if they're poisonous or magical. They are just you find them pleasing because they match your skin tone a bit.
Ooh, I do like these colored mushrooms. I think I'll take this color.
All right. This room is littered with corpses and a couple of still sleeping goblins. Was there anything you to do?
Do we check this tent down here too?
Yep. Varo, check that tent. There's 2 more storage rooms. I think there's 2 more tents here. There's a couple of bodies.
Varo is just gonna throw the sack of potatoes over his shoulder and stroll towards this first door right here.
Uma's gonna be right behind him.
All right. Is she gonna explore like the other door or?
What other door? The one
There's
that's
2
right next
rooms
to-
here.
Oh,
Here and here.
no, she'll just be behind Varo in case something goes wrong.
All right.
Elar will explore. the
Varo, you
second
can roll
one.
another 2 d20s.
Elar
Okay,
will do the
4
second
and a
one when he
12.
sees
4 and a
her
12.
not go in.
You found a bunch of cave carrots, 4 bunches of cave carrots, and a spring of mistletoe.
Ooh.
He's just gonna pocket the mistletoe.
And
That's a spell
Elar,
component.
you just remembered something as you were taking cover behind that tent. Something along the wall caught your eye, but then you got distracted by the battle and you're just remembering that you might want to go look and see if you saw something.
He's running back over here to where he was. Behind the tent.
Alright. So you're staring at
Find
this
it.
wall and roll a perception.
Eight.
8. So you're like staring at the wall and you said that you're like there's something here. Like I saw something along this wall, but I can't find it now. It's like when you're like putting up a nail and you just kind of dig it into the wall real quick to mark it, and then you go with your hammer. And damn it! Where is the mark I just made?
Wise Varo! Come here!
I was just gonna do his little saunter and his sandals What's up, Elar?
There was something over here earlier that caught my eye. I can't seem to see it now. Switch
You want me-
places with me.
All right,
Look at the
I
wall.
can take a look.
See if you can find it.
I don't know what I'm looking for, but I'll take a look. DM, what's Varo doing?
Caught my eye.
If Varo wants to take a look, he can do a perception.
Come on,
Roll
Varo.
for perception.
Help me perceive it. He
Uh,
does.
23 for Varo.
All right, so yeah,
Why is
Elar's
Varo
like, there's
into it?
something here. It's like I thought I saw something, but now I'm missing it. So Varo's sitting there, stroking his clean chin, and then and then he sees it.
Stroking it.
The there's just very slight indentations on the moss on this stone wall, like just enough where like they kind of make a line that is noticeable if you're actually looking for it. And at this moment, these two sleeping goblins wake up, and they just like like scratching their heads, like not entirely sure what happened. And then they see you
Sees
guys.
them wake up. Any of us see
Well,
them
you
wake
guys
up?
are staring at a wall. So
Uma
I'm gonna
would
say,
be
Uma,
looking...
you can roll a perception, or if you have a whatever your passive is.
12, I think, is my passive.
Okay, then yeah, you definitely you see them get up, and like they're kind of.
Oh no, sorry, 16 is my passive.
16. You definitely see them.
She's gonna run forward, yelling and like brandishing her greatsword, dashing, but really the goal is to intimidate them to run away. So
Can you roll an intimidation?
yes, I can. I think I have something for that. So let me just double check as well. Oh, okay. I'm menacing, so I get to add my add my proficiency to my intimidation checks. So, intimidation. That's a natural 20 plus 2 plus 3. So, 25.
All right. So Uma takes out her sword and just roars this dorkish roar that just echoes through the cave chamber. It actually startles Varo and secretly startles Elar, and she runs at top speed at these goblins who are like they're just waking up from a magical sleep, so they're groggy as hell, and they just see this screaming, roaring, slightly bigger than them but much wider than them beast coming at them, and they just scream in fright, piss their pants, and run out of this cave.
A little like
All right, back. Go ahead.
So I also was gonna heal while before that was going on. While they were investigating, I healed myself, but I only got a 2, so that sucks. And then she's gonna lay on hands and give herself 10 hit points back. So total of 12.
All right. Okay. So Varo, you turn around, you saw that, and then you're like, oh, okay, it's just Uma. And then you turn back to the wall, and you lay your hands like on the moss, and you just kind of trace your hands across it, and you feel a groove, and you kind of like notice that your fingers can fit in the groove, and you push, and nothing really happens. So then you just kind of pull it, and a chunk of the stone yeah, it's clearly a stone door. You can fit in it, but it's not like a huge door, so it just kind of like comes out and it leads into a room.
But Varo would like to check out the room.
All right.
Whoa. Wise Varo. I knew you would find it.
So Varo peeks his head into the room, and let me bring up the correct room. You look in this room, and it is not part of the cave. Right off the bat, you can tell that it is a circular room. It is definitely like masoned. It is not a natural structure. It is a built structure, and there are 3 barrels in this room. And other than that, there's nothing else in there.
And Varo, check out the barrels. Is there any writing or any indication of what's in the barrels?
No, they're unmarked.
Can I open up the top, see if I recognize what's in the barrel?
Which barrel?
Since there's 3, Varo chooses number 2.
Number 2 is full of green mushrooms. Dried green mushrooms.
And then he's going to number 3 to see what's in that one.
One is full of dried red mushrooms.
And then all the way back to number 1.
And that one is full of dried purple mushrooms.
He is going to say, there's a bunch of mushrooms in here. We got purple, we got red, and green.
Let me
That
take a
mean
look at those
anything?
green ones. I've got red right here, but I haven't seen the green ones before.
Or we're gonna like take like a handful of each, just kind of like bring them out so Uma can kind of take a look at them.
All right. Uma, you can do a nature arcana.
She's gonna try nature again. So I have +1 in both, so it doesn't really matter. That's an 8. That's an 8 again.
You're sitting there just like puzzled. Like, I don't know what these mushrooms are for. Like, clearly they're being picked and they're being dried out, so they are being used. They're being cultivated for something.
So Uma's gonna give Varo the red ones and like, these kind of match your hair, and then the green ones kind of match my skin, and then the purple ones also match Elar's skin. I think we should just like kind of stuff a bunch of the ones that are our color in our pockets and bring them with us.
I mean, you could eat them and see what they do.
What is this, Skyrim?
I know, like,
You don't,
yeah.
you don't eat
There's
things
big-
if you don't know what they do.
Somebody
Guy
actually-
says you could eat them.
somebody roll a perception check.
Somebody.
Somebody.
So 26 for Varo.
26 from Varo. As you guys are exchanging color-coded accessory mushrooms, Varo, your keen elf ears perk up, and you hear a lot of I was gonna say chatting, but you rolled a nat fucking 20 really high, so you hear voices coming from the north, the chamber that you were in, and they're trying to be quiet. Actually, they would be very quiet had you not rolled a nat 20, but you could tell that it's a lot of them.
Hey guys, there's a lot coming this way. We should probably get going.
There are plenty of places in here to hide, including a room that the secret room that you just found. So it is up to you guys what the course of action is.
Yeah,
But
let's
now you know that time is limited.
So I found these. Let's go in here. Like Uma's gonna pull them all, both into the secret room and try to close that door behind them, if possible. We all have dark vision, right?
Yes,
All right.
yes. The room is it's pitch black, but you can see because you have dark vision.
Okay, so Uma's just gonna like not take the potions out of her bag, but she's gonna say, "I found these potions of disguise self. I can try to disguise myself as one of the goblins and maybe like lead them somewhere or go with them and then you guys follow behind. I don't know."
You can see
Are-
that this door can be closed. Like there's like the front it's like part of the stone wall, and the front is stone, but on the back there's like these leather straps made for like pulling it shut from the inside.
Yeah, I would close it almost all the way to the end, so that we can kind of see a little bit out of the crack, if possible. I don't know the shape of the door, but
It doesn't swing out like a door. Like just think of like a stone slab that like you
Oh,
push
gotcha.
in and out of place.
okay, yeah. So she would close it.
All right, so you're all in that room.
Yes.
Just gonna throw you all in there. All right. And good. All right. So you guys are now in the room, and you are looking at Varo because he had the keener hearing to see if he hears anything. Wait.
And then she's also going to explain that I also have these. I found these other potions of diminution. I don't know if that's how you say it, but they make you smaller. So like I could maybe disguise myself as a goblin, and then you two take these potions that I don't know how long they last for 1d4 hours.
You know, I have this cloak. It makes me really good at hiding. Maybe if Elar, you're pretty tall. If you take the 2 potions, and then Uma, you take just the disguise. If you guys like follow, I can kind of hide and trail behind. Because we won't
As
be
you
able
guys
to.
are having this discussion, you hear in the chamber outside in the garden, you just hear a lot of commotion suddenly. You just hear in goblin, just a lot of goblin speak and some goblin yelling. You don't know what's going on because you can't see out there, but you can assume that they found the bodies of the ones you've killed in the courtyard. You just hear you can either it's muffled because you are behind a stone wall, but you can hear like something like a couple of goblins like barking orders, other ones commenting back. You can't hear them running around. It's not that muffled, but you can hear their thank you, party 38. You can hear you can just hear the commotion of this goblin patrol outside.
Okay.
Probably gonna want to wait this out a little bit, right?
Do we?
I mean,
This
even
might be
if
the
we
best.
But if we took the potions, how do we explain why we are in this room hiding?
Well, I would be the
we
only
have to
one.
go out.
I would be the only one who goes out there as a goblin, so I can just bring a bunch of the mushrooms with me and act like that's what I was doing.
You both could be goblins. You said you had 2
Oh
disguise
yeah, I've got
self,
2.
and with my cloak, I'm really good at hiding, so I can try and hide. And then wait for you guys to either give me the signal.
Guys, Varo, whatever you say.
Elar, you're gonna have to like squat down, like really overemphasize like having a bad back, and just in case.
Elar doesn't have a bad anything.
Well, you're
Varo,
gonna
you
be
can
10.
Varo, you can still understand them, or no? How long does that last?
I believe it was 1 hour.
Okay. So you should still be able to understand them.
Can Varo make anything out of what they're saying?
Roll a be perception, I think, right? Or what to concentrate on what they're saying. It's
Yeah,
perceiving.
it's 14 for Varo.
14. All right. So Varo, you kind of step close and you it almost looks like you're hugging the stone door just so you can kind of like, get the best leverage that you can. And you hear there's you can tell there's goblins all over the chamber, and you hear a voice closest to you. It's still fairly muffled, but further away.
There was much rejoicing.
Further away. It's not like it's right outside this door. You hear it say to another one. It's like, the tents on this side are empty. I don't think they're in this room anymore. And it sounds like they just kind of shuffle on past. Then you hear a louder voice from the other end of the room, clearly yelling, saying, Booyaga's tent is clear!
All right, Uma's gonna look at.
Think
Oh,
they
go ahead.
might be leaving. Sounds like they're clearing the room.
They might be leaving, or they might come and check this one last. Elar, you want to take your potion, and we'll just do this shit?
Okay. Bottoms up.
All right, Varo, you just follow us.
Try and be as
Quietly.
quiet as I can.
All right, I'm gonna be the opposite. She's gonna glug 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 glug, and transform into or disguise herself because she doesn't have to really shrink in size. Obviously, make herself appear smaller, but with like kind of this like dirty but shocking like light purple hair, and some of the mushrooms and stuff like tied around almost like a flower kind of necklace, and a little bit of the mushrooms in her hair to make it look pretty. And I think it says everything gets pulled into her disguised self, so
All right. Varo, no, Elar. You're taking disguise self and a diminutive potion, right?
Correct.
oh, you're doing both?
I mean, you'd be a really tall goblin if otherwise.
You can make yourself
Yes.
a foot shorter or taller. Just FYI. With disguised self.
Right, but that he would still be a 5-foot goblin. Like if Elar is like 6 something, and is just a foot shorter, and these things are like 3 feet tall.
So I am going to disguise myself as that goblin that was like climbing up the ceiling, like looking like one of those guys.
Okay.
And then you just gotta roll
So-
1d4 to find out how long it lasts.
Okay.
Now you 3 hours.
3 hours.
All right. Sweet.
And this is for the disguise or the.
For the
diminutive.
reduce.
And how long does the disguise last? An hour?
I think it's an hour.
All right. Okay, so
Let's
Varo,
see.
in front of you, your 2 companions just they down the potions. And Uma transforms into a pretty purple-haired goblin with mushrooms in her hair, and
Not too pretty,
can't-
just well dressed.
well dressed.
I can't tell you how much this disturbs me.
And Varo, you see, just kind of like just double fisting, just go, go, and just, and then his shrinking down cannot be overly pleasant. It just kind of groans and
I hate
shrinks
goblins.
down.
It's actually
Shrinks down to about 3 feet
2d12
tall.
2d12 hours that we can be.
Shoot.
13 hours.
13 hours I can be a goblin.
Damn. Yep. So Elar just shrinks down, and then all of a sudden, like just like his skin just turns green. His ears pop out. The nose elongates, and there is suddenly
9 hours I can be a goblin.
a 2 goblins standing before you, and that is where we're gonna end this one.
And we'll look at Elar and be like,
Okay.
"You're so cute. I love it."
I hate goblins.
All right. Well, awesome. Thank you for the raid. And we are actually going to be doing our giveaway. Anybody out there? Let's see here. We are sponsored by BD&D, and they have been wonderful enough to provide us with giveaways every time we play D&D, which is 2 times a week. So Carney Sideshow, anybody out there who just came in, thank you for the raid, and I'll give another few seconds that you can enter into the giveaway. I'm gonna check and see how many people we had come in. Nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We had 8 entries into the giveaway today. So you can just hashtag BEADND to enter. You get to choose whatever you would like in terms of design for a t-shirt. And you just kind of coordinate with me and we make it happen. So I'm going to give another second and then I'm going to close it. So if anybody else wants to enter, hashtag BEADND. Oh, I got to do my giveaway time. I know, so that's what you all wait for every time. Okay, so we are going to close the giveaway and pick a winner, and it is Citada. You have won.
Nice. That's someone new, right?
Hey!
Hey, Triton, thank you so much. Hearts. I love you guys too. It's been an awesome ride. Hey, congratulations. You get to just message me. You can message me on Discord. You can message me here. And you just get to choose whatever design you would like from our friends at BD&D, who you're probably familiar with. Yeah, we will get you the t-shirt of your choice. So, in the meantime, do we have anybody who is on our team list that has gone live since we went live? Usually we're the last one, so I feel bad because we don't get to really share the love, I'll say, in terms of raids with our team. And I don't see anybody on. So we've got Initiative League is playing D&D. Dungeons and Doggies one shot.
Oh yeah, they were looking for players for that.
Oh, Sylvie from Carney Sideshow. Nice, thank you. And yeah, we are going to take our raid that way. Oh, let me do a thank you with the credits first. There we go. It will load at some point. So thank you guys so much. We will be back on, it is Tuesday. We'll be back actually on Sunday. Thursday, I'm going to be doing an interview over at 7th Level Bardcast. And I will share more information when I know more about that. Thank you to new followers, Dr. Snugglebutts and Juby the
right
Slime. Thank you for the resub, Bearded Fortress, and for the raid, Carney Sideshow. And we are going to raid Initiative League's Initiative League. Their Dungeons and Doggos? Dungeons and Doggies one shot. Initiative League. There's so many I's in a row.
Yeah, I cannot spell initiative for the life of me.
I always
do
have
a
to
lot of
double
things I
check.
can't spell, but
So thank you so much. We are gonna grab all 35 of you, and we appreciate you so much. Thank you. And
yeah,
as soon
good
as the
night,
button.
guys. Hope you had fun.
Bye.